Hello, today we are showing the process of converting our slick rock concrete bowl with one of EasyFirePits.com's gas kits. In this tutorial we will break down the different parts of the gas kit and how they all connect together, whether you are connecting to a pre-plumbed natural gas or propane line, a propane tank concealed beneath the bowl, or a propane tank hidden away from the bowl. Tools to have on hand will be 2 crescent wrenches and some plumber's tape, which should be supplied within your gas kit. So let's take a look at the slick rock bowl and what we connect first. First, let's connect the fire ring or gas burner to the mounting kit. The burner mounting kit consists of a 4-inch fully threaded pipe nipple and 2 flat threaded washers for stabilizing the burner to the flat pan surface, which is provided within the slick rock bowl. To do this, spin the burner righty-tighty by hand onto the 4-inch nipple with the blue Teflon tape on it until the burner stops spinning. This should be tight enough, as for any forceful tightening beyond this could block the ports that disperse the gas throughout the burner. Once the burner is secured to the 4-inch pipe, connect one of the 2 threaded washers by spinning it righty-tighty all the way up to about a 1/2 inch beneath the burner port connection. This is what determines the height of the burner and where it will sit above the pan within the bowl. Now that your burner height is determined, attach the 2nd threaded washer the same way until it tightly meets the bottom of the pan and all 3 parts, burner, pan, and burner mounting kit, are all connected together tightly. Now it's time to pull out the blue Monster PTFE gas plumber's tape for the only place you will need to apply it to the parts within the kit. And this is going to be at the bottom of the 4-inch fully threaded mounting bracket, opposite of where the burner just attached. It only needs about 3 clockwise wraps around the bottom of the nipple before you attach your brass angled flare hose fitting. 1, 2, 3, good to go. With the angled flare fitting attached to the burner mounting bracket, pan, and burner, set the assembly aside and grab the key valve. You will notice the key valve disassembles into 3 pieces as a key, cover plate, and valve. The valve has male flare fittings already attached to it. Attach the key valve to the bowl by pushing the cover plate stem through the 1-inch pre-drilled hole in the bowl, and connect the valve stem to the cover plate by spinning the 2 pieces back together. You may want to add a spacer of some kind between the valve and the inside wall of the bowl to make sure there is enough room to connect the hoses with wrenches and also ensure there is no wiggle room for the valve to move around. Just an idea. We simply cut a 1 to 2 inch piece of PVC pipe to act as our spacer. With the key valve securely configured to the bowl, let's add the first flexible hose. Take a 3-foot hose and tighten it by hand righty-tighty, the female flare hose end to the output side of the key valve. When you can no longer tighten the hose by hand, use the 2 wrenches on standby to make the connection even tighter. You may need to really put some force into it to ensure that there is no leaks, as we do not use any tape or any kind of compound between the brass hose fittings ever. Just extra tightening to ensure a compression fitting. After ensuring a tight connection from the key valve output end to the 3-foot hose, bring back the burner and pan assembly and connect the other end of the 3-foot hose to the brass angled flare fitting at the bottom of the burner mounting kit. Use 2 wrenches again to ensure a tight compression lock. Again, no tape needed between the hose and the brass flare fitting. If you are connecting to a propane tank away from the bowl, make sure to now bring in your extended hose through the bottom of the bowl and connect it to the input of the key valve by first tightening it by hand and then by using 2 wrenches to even further that compression fitting. The same goes regardless of connecting to a propane tank away or beneath the fire bowl or a pre-plumbed gas line. You just want to get those 2 wrenches tightening enough so that there's a nice lock seal between the hose and the fitting. For those connecting to a pre-plumbed gas line, make sure that the stub coming out of the ground is a 1/2 inch male threaded pipe lead. And make sure that you have some type of certified plumber's tape around that threaded end so that you can apply the straight female brass flare fitting included in the pre-plumbed gas kit. Assemble the straight brass flare fitting by tightening it by hand and wrench. At this time, it would be very wise to leak test all of the connection points with a soapy water solution to ensure that there are no leaks. And once that is confirmed, you would also fill in the entire bowl below and above the pan with some sort of tightly packable sediment such as pea gravel. When connecting to a propane tank using our high pressure adjustable LP tank regulator, make sure that you attach the hose leading back from the input end of the key valve, just as we have done with each other hose connection, which is first by hand and then with a little extra torque using 2 wrenches to ensure a tight compression connection. No tape used here either. On the other end of the adjustable high pressure regulator, you notice the threaded POL valve for connecting into the tank. This is reverse threads and attaches to the inner threaded port by lefty-tighty, righty-loosey, so it's backwards. You may have been trying to tighten it by hand, righty-tighty, and realize it's not going in. That's why. Again, it would always be wise to leak test all of the connection points with a soapy water solution just to ensure that there are no leaks. And once all that is confirmed, you would also fill in the entire bowl below and above the pan up to the bottom of the burner with some sort of tightly packable sediment such as pea gravel, driveway gravel, what have you. Adding 1 layer of decorative glass or lava rock over the top of the burner, no more than 1 inch thick at the end. To light the bowl, turn the key valve until you hear a little gas flowing. Use a stick lighter or a click torch to make contact and ignite the burner. Once you have a little flame going, use the key valve to intensify the flame a little more until your desired height and turn it off with the key valve as well. Sit back and enjoy.